what would be the solution here?
The solution would be for Hernando County to do what Lee County has done. Lee County, what they're doing is when an individual applies to become a school bus driver, they're applying for a full-time school bus driver, not a part-time like they are here in Hernando. And all the training is kept in-house in Lee County. Here in Hernando, they have to go to a third-party training facility, and a lot of people aren't getting calls, the call back to actually become a school bus driver. There's a lot of frustrated people applying because those people are reaching out to me too, saying I drove a bus in New York City for many years. I went through all the steps and I never got a call back to become a bus driver. So there's a lot of frustration going around. The school district, in my opinion, is not doing enough. For example, if I was on the school board, I would be out there volunteering to drive a bus. This is a part-time position. The school board members are. Why, there's five people on the school board. Why isn't one of them volunteering to drive a bus to help alleviate this?
Awesome. Okay, so election 2022.
Yes.
Okay. When are you starting campaigning? Have you started already?
We've already started campaigning.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is part of on your ballot, on your campaign plan to help this issue. A lot of parents are just saying that they can't. We shouldn't wait until 2022. Is there anything that can be done now?
Yes, the training issue that could be done right now.
Okay.
They could streamline the process because right now they're using the old process where they use a third-party training partner that basically administers. I think it's like a 40-hour course they have to take to get their training with the district, and they have to go to the DMV. There's nothing you can do about the DMV part, but like what Lee County does, it's all in-house now.
Okay.
And that's what the website said. It's all in-house. So we need to try to do that where they go. It's a one-stop shop. You apply for the position with the Hernando County School District as a bus driver. You get trained by the Hernando County School District to be a bus driver, and the only time you have to leave the school district is to go to the DMV. They do everything in-house. That's how it should be to address this.
What
issue.
is it now?
Right now they have to go and they have to find like this. It's kind of like where the best comparison is. It's kind of like the post office, where you apply to work with the post office, and you have to go to like this third party, take this test with this third party company,
okay.
and then you don't get the call back all the time from the
Gotcha.
training. So it's like this extra level of red tape that doesn't need to be there. What they have to do is kind
And
of
that's what
streamline
I'm hearing a lot of people. It's like from here, it's like the control.
Yes.
Is what. And you said it well, where it's like. I like you don't care if anyone has to wear a mask or get vaccinated, just don't force me to wear one.
Exactly. It should be free.
That's the other thing with the buses is
Yes,
they're
that's
cramming everyone on the buses.
Do they have to wear a mask?
No.
I don't see anyone wearing masks.
No one's
on
wearing
those buses.
No one's wearing a mask on the bus. And
forgot
that's
to
another
mention that.
hypocritical part is they're making parents wear masks to school board meetings, which is ridiculous. They're forcing teachers and staff members, and they have this optional mask mandate opt-out, but they're cramming kids like sardines in these school buses. That's a super spreader event right there.
Yeah, and sitting on the floor of a bus after
That's
children
filthy.
have walked on it.
Like how often has that been sanitized or sprayed to
And
disinfect the
they're
COVID?
so worried about the spread, but whatever. They can sit on the floor of the bus.
Yeah, that's another major issue that's hypocritical of them.
Did you have more videos?
I have a couple. I'm just trying to get permission to share them.
Okay.
Because the parents are super paranoid. I'm surprised that Josh showed them.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay.
husband. Parents are really paranoid about putting a target on their kids' backs. Like with them, they're having an issue with the football coach, where they had an issue with their foot. It's completely separate from the bus. And their son spoke out against something on the football team, and now the other players on the team are harassing their son. And whenever their son does anything to respond, the school district hits them with like a detention or something. So they're targeting their son because he spoke out about something on their Central High football team, completely separate from the bus situation. And there's like that one mother. I don't want to say her name, but her son got up there and was pounding the podium about Power Rangers.
Yes.
They trespassed them from the school board because they claimed that they threw a water bottle at the building, which they didn't, because people walked out with them. They just made that up.
And there's no evidence, of course, of that happening.
Yeah, I've been trying to get evidence of the security camera footage. Like, where is the security camera footage to back this up?
So when it comes to security footage, and again, I think I told you on the phone, I've been following the story for a good month and a half now. Just I couldn't find parents to come forward because of Parkland. They're not putting out footage anymore. I mean, even us, like with the media, we have a process that we can request footage from schools or whatever the case is, but because of Parkland, they don't want.
Difficult.
It's a lot. It's been a lot more difficult
Steps.
Yeah.
since then to get any footage from schools for sure. So, I mean, if you can, I guess reassure the parents that every kid's picture video is going to be blurred out.
Okay.
Then that would be great.
I will work on it. I sent some emails this morning trying to get some responses, and they I don't want to push them too hard.
No, yeah,
I don't want to bully
no.
them, but I asked them, like, can we possibly share this? You have my full assurance that we're going to blur this out.
Yeah.
We're going to edit the audio, and
Because the only other thing is that dark footage, it's tough to use because it's so dark. So if there's one more footage with a lighter background, then that would be fantastic.
I can message the mother, see if their son could record a new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is airing at 5.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I will see what they can do because he has to ride the bus home this afternoon.
Yeah.
So I'll see if that could be possible. I'll give her a call when we leave here. That's the mother that didn't want it. She was going to show up today, but then she took a second. She was like, "No, I don't think my employer would like that too much."
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming out.
Absolutely. Thanks for giving me a call. And
Can I get a picture of you guys together?
Yeah.
Please.
And you guys coming forward and speaking.
Smile.
Here, can you get
Got
a picture
it.
too? Yes. I'm sorry.
You want to get in there? I'll take a picture with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here. We'll let Nadine. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Nadine has a fancy camera.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'm not seeing
Take care.
you.
Thank you for coming up and seeing us.
Another thing I'm working on is the overcrowding in the classrooms, because there's a serious issue out of Weeki where the kids are sitting on the classroom floors, and I have parents that have already come forward about that in the school district. Yes. I think you were at that one. I could send you the video footage because I have the video footage on my laptop, and they've already come forward publicly, a teacher and a parent, about kids sitting on the classroom floors because they're so overcrowded. That violates the fire marshal code.
I already cut those out of the meetings too and saved them to you.
Yeah, so I can send those over to you when I get home. And I will call the other mother to see if I can get better footage of that dark one. That was taken in the morning.
It was a morning video.
But towards the end of the video, the light comes on a little bit. You can see that he is sitting against the.
Yeah. I mean, we'll make it work.
Okay. But I'll try to get you something better. And there is better videos and pictures, but I can't share them because the parents are like, "Do not share. This is for when you get on the board to fix it." And I'm like, "This needs to get fixed
Gotta
now."
do it now. That's what you need to get on the board, is to show them that they're not doing anything.
Yeah, and they're, like you said, they're hiding behind the Parkland thing. Because the bus footage on these buses clearly shows the problem, but you can't get the footage from the buses. They won't release it. I've been trying to get the footage from the buses for a while. They will not release it.
Yeah, no.
Because it'll show that they're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won't.
It's just like the last meeting. They, on the whim, decided that they were going to mandate the masks for 2 more weeks. But the numbers all went down for the last 3 weeks. And the people opting out went up. So more people did not wear a mask, and all the numbers still went down.
Here's
And
the
made it
other
go for 2 more
thing.
weeks.
Here's the other thing with the masks too, is that they're having you opt your child out, but they're not going to check the children not wearing masks to see if you have an opt out. So there is no reason to have any of the numbers because there's no way to track who in the school without a mask has opted out because they're not tracking it. And every picture I see is like 90% of students not wearing a mask. And if they're not tracking it, why are they giving us numbers of opt-outs when nothing's being tracked?
Yeah, I know a lady who has 3 small children, and she didn't even know there was an opt-out. She said, "Mine don't wear a mask." They're never
just
asked.
they're not tracking it.
It's all about the money. You have to have the mandate, but have the opt-out. Because the opt-out is the loophole to not going against the law, per se.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know, something is done. I know this is happening in every school district.
Oh, we're going to keep going.
Thank you.
I think we aired a story, I think 2 days ago, where Pasco County is changing their start time because a lot of kids are missing the first period.
I saw that. They haven't voted on that in Pasco County yet.
Yeah. Right.
There's already parents.
So that's a
having big issues.
conversation.
And remember, Alfonso's on both boards.
Yeah. That's the problem too. Mr. Double Dipper.
Yes. Well, he's got problems on 2 boards that he's sitting on, and he's a lawyer.
Yep.
He knows it's not safe.
He knows better. He has a responsibility
Exactly.
to say something. So as the school transportation director, he knows better. It's funny because after the meeting I went to, he came up to me and he was like, like shaking a little bit. I don't know if he was mad or just scared, but he like, "Do you have the videos? Do you have the footage?" And I'm like, "Yes, I have plenty of videos and footage." So, and I shared some with him, and all he responded back was, he kind of dismissed it and said, "Well, share the bus route numbers so we can look into this more." And I'm like, it's happening in almost every bus leaving Central and Weeki-Wachee. It's happening county-wide at other schools, but the biggest offenders are Weeki-Wachee and Central. Because those are the ones that are way over capacity.
And you know, in the end, the comments were, well, you know, it's legal for kids to sit 3 on a seat, and sometimes kids will just sit on the floor. That's
Only
what's
if
on
you're
there.
elementary, and that is on the school. That is
Stratton
what
said that. And it's
Stratton said it.
on tape, on the record.
Yeah.
He always puts his foot in his mouth when he tries to set the record straight.
And I always tell him the next meeting what he said.
Just to remind him.
Yes.
Well, hopefully they will be able to find a way to help. Like I said, it's a countrywide situation, and I think everyone is trying to figure out how to fix this.
Well, another fix would be is the Hernando County transportation buses. They're always empty. They should start leasing some of the buses with the bus drivers from the county to fill in the gaps.
They have the same
until they can hire new bus drivers.
Add a bus attendant as a guardian. They're training guardians, but add on a bus attendant, volunteer. School board, why don't they just go get trained? They can drive some buses on their off days.
That's what I said.
Well, they can't even show up to the meetings.
Yeah, that's true.
2 of them can't hardly show up to the meetings.
Well, I appreciate you guys showing up and sharing your story.
Sharing our grievances.
Well, that's the only way to do it. Is get it out there, let people see and know what's happening.
Yeah. And thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Of course,
Yes.
it's my pleasure.
Very
That's
much
what I do. I try to put the story out there and definitely put out, the school boards, opinions and thoughts as well. So it's not a one-sided situation.
No, but they have to start listening.
Yeah, and this,
I mean, it's
especially about
ridiculous.
this is a safety
Well,
thing.
yes.
It's like the town in Jaws where the mayor won't shut down the beaches because he wants all that extra revenue, and he's, no, it's safe. There's a shark out there, but no one's going to get eaten. Eventually, that shark is going to be in the form of a bus flipping over, and there's going to be a bunch of dead kids or injured kids, and then the school district is going to have a big mess on their hands, and it has to get fixed now.
Hopefully it does get fixed. I mean, every school district is trying to figure out how to fix this issue. But as you said, why now?
Why is
How
it?
it
Why
happening?
does every school district have a problem
The
right
same
now
problem.
at the same time all the time? What's happened? Wasn't this problem last year?
And I also find it fishy that Stratton and them are saying, well, we need to pay bus drivers more. To me, from what I've heard, is that's their hook for a new tax hike. We have to pay the bus drivers more. We have to raise taxes to afford to raise them more money.
No, I don't
So we
think
have to
so.
raise taxes or raise the sales tax like a 0.5% to give them more money. And then the money never goes to the bus drivers. Just like the teachers, it never ends up with them. It goes off into some other black hole.
All right, guys, I'm going to head over to my other interview here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Absolutely.